AShinyObject.
Both Bandai Japan Godzilla series Sumi-e Godzilla and Mount Fuji Godzilla will be standing at slightly over 4 inches tall. Before I get started, I wanted to give a lovely shout out to my latest patron, Daniel! Thank you so much for becoming a ShinRobJir patron, fam. And I just wanted to wish a certain subscriber a very happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Olimus. I hope you had yourself a great birthday, and I hope you enjoy this here video. Alright, so first off, let's get the... Alrighty, so these tags are supposed to be wide and giant fuck-off-ish and don't have that little thingy in the center to make them fold and not get ruined. Well, I do think it's cool that both of these tags are themed for the version of the figure that they're attached to. The Sumi-e version having the black S and the Mount Fuji version having Mount Fuji. Yeah, I'm actually kinda digging that, so keep doing that. Up first, we're gonna take a look at the Sumi-e version. Sumi means ink, and "e" means painting. So this literally translates to ink painting version. Maybe you learned something new today, I certainly did. And overall, I actually really dig how this turned out. Obviously, this figure is going to be molded in a very stark white vinyl, but it is going to be completely covered head to toe in a very dark, globby black paint, recreating the Sumi-e style in Godzilla toy format. And yeah, this is a very stylistic and interesting approach to that of a Bandai Godzilla figure. It certainly brings forth all of those fantastic details, and most importantly, it smells very interesting. And I mean, the paint covers this thing from head to toe. The only place the paint isn't present is on the bottom of the feet. Because yeah, it's even on the bottom of the tail. And oh boy, look at that. Yes, dorsal fins painted all the way to the tip of the tail. Speaking of those dorsal fins, they are tiny. They aren't as thin and spindly as other Bandai Godzilla -1 figures are, but look at how the glossy black paint nature just shines under the light with the white at the root. It just looks cool. Oh man, I'm a big fan of this. I'm a huge fan of this. Come on, Bandai. Shin Godzilla, Hedorah, other cool monsters that people might want. We need more of these. I can kind of make out Godzilla's eyes, but this figure is small and those eyes are smaller. The teeth are somewhat discernible. There is some detailing on the inside of his mouth for his tongue. That little strip of paint definitely helps. Now there's even going to be paint on the inside of his mouth as well. This is a controlled chaos kind of a paint job. It is messy, but it has a theme. It is consistently inconsistent, except when it comes to the back. And again, I really dig how this looks. This is a very interesting paint job for that of a Bandai Godzilla figure, as I said already. And on top of that, it's just very eye-catching. I mean, it's 101 Dalmatian Gojis the figure. Its overall presence, complete with a giant fuck-off tag that is themed after its paint job, is actually quite cool. I really wasn't expecting to love these things, just because they're the Godzilla Monster Series figures, just remolded with new paint, but... I mean, come on, man! The idea! If Bandai America is going to make this their main vinyl line while Bandai Japan just has a field day with different themes and paint jobs, I can't say that I'd be upset to see that happen rather frequently. My god, what are they going to do with Mechagodzilla? Just like the American figures, you're going to get swivels at the arms and swivels at the tails. Nothing at the legs, nothing at the torso, nothing at the head. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's take a look at Mount Fuji Goji. Fuji Goji. Yeah, I got a feeling this dude's gonna end up being the fan favorite by the end of the video because just look at him. Baby blue translucent vinyl, metallic blue paint, and solid white paint. You got the makings of greatness in you, Jimbo. And I really do like that the only solid non-metallic blue paint on this thing is going to be Godzilla's eyes and the inside of his mouth, both top and bottom, as everything else is going to be shiny and metallic or translucent, and it's kind of fire. Speaking of which, I love what they did with the dorsal fins on this guy. Stark, solid, amazing, white, slowly but surely fading into a frosted tip and then nothing. You know, it doesn't feel like laziness. It feels like Bandai intended this, and it's just the gradual small and nothing and minuscule to the large and solid and white. It's just cool. And then it all just explodes on Godzilla's head in a drippy vanilla white ice cream look. Obviously to reference the peak of Mount Fuji with all of the snow. Very cool. And I actually really love that the melting snow paint application extends to Godzilla's chest and arms, to the point where you can get them to match or not. Plus, it is just cool to see minus Goji in a translucent light blue vinyl with metallic blue paint on him. The metallic is somewhat sparse on the front end, but it's still quite damn cool. Look at them icy tits. Metallic blue on the toes, metallic blue on the arms, the back, moving into the tail. Get ready for this. Everybody hold on to your lunch. But the metallic blue is going to be on the underside of Godzilla's tail as well. Why, you might be asking? I don't fucking know, but I like it. It's cool. It's different. And if this guy does end up becoming the fan favorite, I can honestly totally understand why, because this is just such a cool paint application for this guy. Such a cool idea to represent something that is so known outside of Japanese culture through Godzilla. I dig that idea. No wonder it's called Japan Godzilla series. Just like ink paint Goji, we're going to get a swivel at the tail and a swivel at the arm. And since the duty fee thing that's been going on with shipping seems to have been hopefully permanently abandoned, and these things being $10, I mean, get them from Hobby Link Japan with my link down below, or get them from Beast of the East Collectibles, where you can use my code SHINROB5 to get 5% off your order. I'm not sure if these are going to be making their ways to that of BBTS, Amazon, or anything like that, so you might have to rely on import stores. But if they do end up getting released for wider distribution, then that's what happens. Now let's take a quick look at size comparisons. Shokugan, Limited Movie, Premium King, HG, Monster Series, Finger Puppets, SHMA, Haya, Bosch. Color me festively surprised because, yeah, I really wasn't expecting to feel anything but, yeah, these are cool towards them. But upon getting them in hand and really getting to experience their paint and their aura that they both have, I'm actually all for this, and I hope we don't have to wait 6 to 7 to 8 months for more. I mean, they have the 1954 mold, they have the Mechagodzilla, 74 mold. They have the Odo Island Godzilla mold, so hey, have some fun. Go nuts with it. I'm officially all in. Oh god. Just look at how translucent he is throughout his entire body, except for parts of his head. Or the majority of his head. It looks like that white paint really does take up a lot of space. But man, oh man, is this guy translucent, dude. Holy moly. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes! Bandai would make a killing on translucent Godzilla nightlights. Oh wow, surprisingly, the dorsal fins too. I mean, they're not all entirely painted white, so that makes sense. The other guy translucent? I doubt it, but why not? A little bit. Nothing crazy, but yeah, a little bit. It's probably because these guys are smaller, thinner vinyl. Maybe. I can't imagine this is intentional, but hey, it's cool that it happens. And it's cool that they exist at all. I like them. Once again, there will be links in the comment section down below to pick up your own copies of these things, and if you don't want to pick them up and you're just not feeling them, don't feel pressured to. And in the meantime, I'm going to be working on other stuff in the background, both Godzilla and not Godzilla related. Have yourselves a lovely day, afternoon, and night, and big ol' peace to ya. Snip, snip. Oh.